You opened Telegram and got hit with, "This phone number is banned." Or maybe worse, your account looks fine to you, but nobody's actually receiving your messages. That second one is the sneaky one. And in 2026, it's way more common than people realize. Watch this video till the end. I'll show you a clean multi-accounting setup for Telegram account ban recovery and prevention, and how to get 2 GB of free proxies, so you can protect your accounts and start with less risk. Here's something most guides skip. Telegram doesn't ban you based on keywords. It bans you based on behavior. There's an internal system called the Contributor Quality Score, your CQS. Every new account starts at 0. Telegram's AI watches how fast you act, how you move through the app, and whether your patterns look human. Send even 2 or 3 unsolicited messages in your first 48 hours. That's enough to land in spam prison, a silent throttle where your messages appear sent, but nobody gets a notification. You're shouting into a void and don't even know it. Step 1. Diagnose your ban. Before you do anything else, and I mean anything, open Telegram and message @spambot. Just search it. This bot tells you exactly what kind of restriction you're under. This matters because there are 4 different ban types, and each one needs a different fix. Quick real example. Imagine a community manager running Telegram support for a small brand. Messages seem to be sending fine. Open rates on their channel dropped to near 0 over 3 weeks. They assumed it was an algorithm issue. It was the two-way restriction, a 2026 feature where your messages deliver with checkmarks, but recipients never get a notification. @spambot would have revealed it on day 1. Why this works? @spambot surfaces your exact restriction type. Without knowing which type you have, any recovery attempt is just guessing. Step 2. Recovery workflow. If @spambot shows a soft restriction, use the in-app appeal. Keep it under 3 sentences, explain your legitimate use case, and don't mention anything about automation or mass messaging even to deny it. Wait 24 to 72 hours. For a harder ban, email recover@telegram.org. Subject line, false positive. Account security review by your number in international format. Keep the body factual, brief, and calm. Here's the part people get wrong. One email isn't enough. Send a fresh, distinct follow-up every 48 hours for 48 hours. Each one needs to be slightly different. Telegram's filters flag repetitive submissions. If, then rules. If @spambot says you're restricted, then use the in-app appeal first before emailing. If the hard ban message says this phone number is banned, then the number is likely gone permanently. Focus on protecting your remaining accounts. If you receive no email response after 48 hours, then continue follow-ups at 6 8-hour intervals for up to 7 days. Some cases genuinely take that long. If you see your messages sending but engagement is 0, then suspect the two-way restriction and test from a fresh device immediately. Myths buster. A lot of people think using incognito mode is enough to separate Telegram accounts. Here's the reality. Incognito clears cookies but does nothing for Canvas fingerprints, WebGL signatures, or screen resolution data. Telegram Web reads all of those. A lot of people think a VPN solves the multi-account problem. Here's the reality. A VPN changes your IP, but shares it across all your tabs. Telegram links accounts by fingerprint cluster, not just IP. One flagged account contaminates the others. A lot of people think VoIP numbers are a safe, cheap option for registration. Here's the reality. Telegram maintains a continuously updated blacklist of VoIP and SMS relay prefixes. Accounts registered on these are frequently banned within hours of first use. Real SIM cards have a dramatically higher success and lifespan rate. Anti-detect browser explanation. Here's the real fix for multi-accounting on Telegram. There's a category of tool called an anti-detect browser. The idea is simple. Instead of your accounts sharing the same browser fingerprint, the same Canvas, WebGL, fonts, OS metadata, each account gets its own completely isolated digital identity. From Telegram's perspective, each profile is a different physical device. You can use any anti-detect browser you want. There are several options out there. For this demo, I'm using GoLogin. All right, Let me show you exactly how I set this up in GoLogin. Click Add Profile in the top left. Name it something obvious. I'll call this one Telegram Account 1. Scroll down to the Proxy section. Paste your proxy credentials in: host, port, username, password. Hit Check Proxy. You should see a green confirmation and your proxy location. Click Create Profile. Now hit Run. A separate browser window opens. This is your isolated environment. Go to IPHey.com. This site reads your full fingerprint, time zone, browser, IE, language, WebGL, everything. What you want to see is green across the board. If it's showing mismatches, go back to the profile settings and regenerate it. Why this works? Telegram's risk engine reads these same signals. When they're consistent and clean, there's nothing to flag. Log into your Telegram account like normal. Verify via SMS if it's a new account. Your session is now saved inside this profile. Next time you run it, you won't need to re-verify. Mini case number 2, Cascade Ban. Real talk. Here's a scenario that plays out constantly. Someone runs 5 Telegram accounts for different client projects, all from the same Chrome browser using different tabs. One account gets reported for spam. Within hours, all 5 are flagged. That's the Cascade Ban. Telegram's AI linked them all through shared fingerprint signals. An anti-detect setup where each account lives in a separate profile breaks that chain entirely. What changes if a branch? Now, if you're setting up a brand new account instead of recovering an existing one, here's what changes. You can't skip the warm-up. Spend days 1 to 2. Purely passive. Subscribe to a couple of public channels. Scroll, read. No messages, no profile edits. On day 4, add a profile photo. On day 6, enable 2FA. That's actually a positive trust signal to Telegram's scoring system. Only on day 7 do you start cautious outbound messaging, kept under 10 messages a day to start. Trade-off. Honesty moment. Honest moment here. If your number has already received a hard ban, no tool, not GoLogin, not any proxy, recovers that specific number. The account data is gone and the number is blacklisted. What the right setup does is protect your other accounts from being caught in the same collapse and ensures your next account has the cleanest possible start. That distinction matters. Final CTA. So that's the complete workflow. Diagnose with @SpamBot, recover via the appeal process, and protect everything going forward with an isolated anti-detect setup and clean proxies. If you want to replicate this Telegram account ban prevention setup to get 40% off and claim the 2 GB free proxies, click my link in the description. If this helped, drop a like. It genuinely helps the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.